Hi, Ben.
Hi, George. How's it going?
It's going all right.
Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her, my mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
I've been away for 7 months, hard out filming the Book of Boba. Ooh, fight scenes, makeup. The one thing I've really missed is this hidden gem. Here in my hometown, Rotorua. The Polynesian spa. Come on, New Zealand, try something new. There are no words. Stay bombad.
Welcome to the Bombadcast.
What is up, Bombad fam? It is I, your boy, the Cannon Junkie. It's another beautiful Bombad Thursday. It's so good to see, to be with you all. I wish I could see you right now. It's not the case. That's fine. Guys, we have a very possibly brief, if that is in our lexicon in the Bombadcast, I'm not really sure, but it might be, but very exciting episode tonight. We're getting hyped up for Podathon. We're gonna talk a little bit about Eternals. There might be spoilers, I'm not sure. So, but you know what? I can't do any of that on my own. I mean, I could, but you know that's what I have a therapist for. I really need to bring in my buddy, my friend, my brother from another state, my brother from another mother. Do people still say that? It's a thing. Sure, it's a thing. Anyway, here's Scotty J-Ro.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
We've made it. Our weekly
Woo!
Thursday hangout, Jerry. Look
We
at this.
have
Jerry, you know what we do?
arrived.
What do we do Tuesdays?
Well, on Tuesdays, we do a little show called Hyperfocus. That
The hangout.
It's a little bit of a hangout. I sit down
Jackson
with a
is
guest.
not
We
real,
talk
by the
about
way.
whatever they want to. Jackson is
Not real.
becoming a reoccurring kid. That was the guest honestly was
Amazing.
supposed to be Bill Sheehy, and then Jackson just kind of like crashed the party. Actually, he was invoked by Bill, so it's fine. But also, you know what else we do, Scotty, on Wednesdays? Why don't you tell us what we do on Wednesdays?
We do a thing called Bombad Gaming, and this is what we're calling this month's set of Bombad Gaming episodes. No one knows November. I am playing a PS1 game called Mort the Chicken next week, and it
Wow.
is a true obscurity where you play as a chicken and you collect baby chicks that have been stolen by gelatinous cubes. I wish I was kidding.
Oh my God, gelatinous cubes are in that game. Well, I mean, I'm just happy that you did, because for a second I thought you were going to say No Nut November or something. So I'm glad that you didn't go that direction.
That's
with
this
it.
show.
That
That's
is
this show
this show.
every Thursday. Look at this. Every Thursday and even Saturday. Well, this Saturday in particular.
Oh,
you can check.
extra Bombad.
You can check out us on Saturday. Come on, look. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I'm gonna get the
Pull up the thing. Pull it up.
I will gladly pull it up. Look, and it's gonna be.
Oh,
this is gonna be kind of weird. Here's a hint.
this is not the thing.
Here's
I
a
thought it
hint to
was.
what it's gonna look like, dude. This
Fancy.
Saturday.
Oh,
Look at
look
this.
at it. Look at that.
God.
Can you believe? Can you believe the convergence that is
SportsCenter.
happening right there?
What a huge moment.
Say something about the Mother Folgers prequels, bitch.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at it.
Got Joseph as Obi-Wan. I'm sorry, wait. Joseph as Qui-Gon. Whoops.
Yeah.
Ken as
With a killer
Obi-Wan,
goatee.
me as Anakin, and you somehow, Pete, maybe without realization, subconsciously did the same exact edit as Jackson did.
If there's anyone in our friend group that's your love interest, it's definitely me and stuff. So,
1,000%. 1,000%. Look, I want to keep plugging. Look at this day.
Plug away, man.
Just take a second and look at this day, y'all. And look how good Pete's graphics making in the background. You can see the actual show logos in the back. This is going to be such an event. Podathon is this Saturday, y'all. It's Saturday.
Huge.
We got some eyes looking at Bombadcast right now, and it is going to be amazing. So that being said,
by eyes, do you mean the one and only Space Alex Jones?
Yes,
like that.
JFK Jr.
No, yeah, JFK Jr. as Alex Jones. No, he's not good. If any of y'all eyes are watching now, there's no way he's coming on the show. I'm just saying right now, don't expect anything. Don't expect anything.
So wait. Look at this crew. We've got Pete and I. We're going to do Disturbances of the Force in the morning. We're going to lead into Podcast of the Wills with Nick, Peak Milk with Brian Barry, Tatooine Sons with David Jesse, Geeky Waffle with Candace and Arzu, Force Center and Bombadcast, Tarkin Stop Shelf, Becca Benjamin with Claudia Gray talking some High Republic. Let's look at the next part. Star Wars Explain, Bookable Effect Improv Session. We got Imperial Senate, Broaxium with Charles Soule, a Blue Band
Lord.
AI script, Ian Convery, the wife of Dave Filoni, talking to Pete and Becca. Around the Galaxy with Matt Martin. Then we're going to do our kind of final raffle to raffle off some of our big items. And then Holo Chronicles doing a bounty hunting game show. And then, of course,
my goodness.
head to Force Connect at the day. Look at this. Isn't this wild, dude?
That's dank Farrick, man. I mean, I'll use a Star Wars curse. Paul Sun-Hyung Lee. I mean, come on, man. There's so much. And no, William, it's not a typo. We are changing our name to Bombacast, actually.
Oh, where's that at?
That was on that one. Here? That was on that one slide. I guess it is Bombacast, which is. I mean,
to Pete now.
Mean, we're now. Actually, we're going to change our name to Sex Babam, and so
nice. Oh man, it is going to be an event.
Bounty hunting is going to be sick, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe it's back after all this time.
Yes, and I was just told I thought we were going to be on it. We're not going to be on it. So
you weren't aware of that.
I thought you and I were going to be on it, and I was like, oh yeah. And then they're like, now we're getting someone else. I'm like, well, oh okay.
Do they need we need to talk to Andy and Josh if you're watching, or if you catch this later, if anyone wants to clip this out. Andy and Josh, do you need people to be like the briefcase girls from like Deal or No Deal or Vanna White? So like, do you need a couple of sexy sex icons to eye candy? Do you need eye candy for your show? Candy. Because
you've got
case in point right Adidas here and over there.
Look at that.
I mean, look at that. I was just wearing my Stay Bombad shirt yesterday, bitch. There you go. Look at this. Look at this
shirt. So,
I was going to say, I don't want to say that there's not going to be gold. No, there's going to be gold. More people can find cool, weird shit than me.
Oh, okay? Of course.
It's
not guess who's going to be on it?
Star Wars. Let's get this cast list.
Star Wars Thrifting is going to be on it, right? And so
that's a no-brainer.
She's been finding some amazing things on her own. So I'm just excited to see what they come up with this little special episode of bounty hunting. But you know what? I'm hyped up for Podathon, and I'm really looking forward to Jerry.
But Pat wants to give us a job. Sorry.
There we go. I want to kind of explain what's going on. So I will be like the all around guy for Podathon. I'll be going from one set of the producing area, the other set of producing area. Jerry will also be doing some similar stuff. Jerry is going to be
behind the scenes.
He will be the comment moderator for all of these streams. We're going to have a lot of people watching and a lot of people that for some reason claim they love Star Wars, but they don't love Star Wars. So Jerry will be in charge of making sure those people are at bay. So I'm looking forward to hearing
Yes,
about that
and
experience.
not like your significant other bae, like
No.
like at the bay, like I'm gonna send
Yes.
them to the bay and go out there, find a watermelon, and I don't like maybe a whale with a spotted tail. I don't know what the hell. I don't
Yes.
just go out there. Just go. You need to
And
get out.
look
catch
at
some breath.
this. I'm going to be useless at work tomorrow in anticipation of Saturday. I completely agree. I know I will be as well. Good thing we don't have much going on at work. William knows. Comrade, I'm not sure how that'll go. Oh no, Jerry will be a
William?
sniper. He's gonna have both pulled up drinking coffee and beer, and like he'll be like smoking cigarettes. He's like
shotgunning at the same time. Yeah,
Killing
staying on
him.
edge.
Killing them.
Yeah.
And you know what? We got Podcast The Will's also doing production. So we'll have a whole thing towards the end of the day. Where
We've got an entire
all
team.
The producers. We actually have a team. And the team there is no I in it. Okay. There's no
there
I
is
in
no
this
I.
team. Not a single one. No Ivans. No, I can't think of any other name.
No Icarus.
No Icarus.
No.
Oh, man.
Bro,
Look
I don't know
who
if
it
we're ready to
is.
transition or not, but
So nervous for Saturday. Can't wait to speak with Charles. I completely agree. That's a conversation I'm dying for, dude.
We literally
Dying
just had a similar conversation like about our show and stuff beforehand.
Oh,
we're like,
we
oh
literally
man,
did.
the pressure's on, baby. Here we go.
It is on. It's supposed to be.
It feels good.
Jerry,
It feels.
You know what we're here to talk about? Look, I don't even have it pulled up on the brand.
Listen,
we're talking about this. I'm just kidding.
We're talking about yes, Janosch from Ghostbusters 2. Initial reactions, kind of a creep. Really, I thought the actor was funny.
Oh, hilarious.
A lot of funny lines. Very creepy as well. Very, very, very like I want this woman, kind of a thing.
I think next week aren't we talking Ghostbusters as well? I'm pretty sure. Maybe we'll talk.
Is it next week? I think we are.
Yeah, and then we're gonna review Ghostbusters Afterlife that next week. We got a bunch of good things going down the line. We really do.
We got a lot of stuff going, guys. A lot of irons in the fire, so to speak.
Let's talk. I want to talk this in particular. I really do, because we don't want to be on for too much longer. Honestly, we were gonna make this like a 15. We're gonna make this like a 30-minute episode because we got Jerry's got a life, I got a life, and we got to get some rest for our big day on Saturday.
We don't just hang out with you nerds all the time. It's fine.
No, idiots. That was mean. I'm sorry.
You really jumped there, but that's you. That's you.
I went into so we're gonna talk about Eternals right now. Okay, if you do not want to be spoiled, we will try our best to like dance around the spoilers. But I think some things we'll end up talking about will lead to you assuming some things. But that being said, if you want to go in completely no opinions, just what you think going into it, feel free to balance and where our feelings will not get hurt. But I will say this for the first time in a minute, Jerry and I are on opposite ends of how we feel about this movie. Completely opposite ends, it appears. We haven't hashed it out yet either.
I mean, I think we've had some of this before, but it's very few and far between. It's very few. I mean, we're both guys who one of our first episodes was like defending Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So, and
it's funny.
I don't think this is that, but anyway, let's continue.
I went into this movie way more excited than I was for Shang-Chi. Okay, yes, please, Michael, head out. You're not going to come back and listen because you might agree with one of us. And I'm excited to see who you kind of agree with. But probably it's going to be Jerry. I have
a feeling I'm going to be in the minority, honestly, from what I'm starting to hear foment around the
really?
internet. So I think so.
And this is the first time it's happened to me in a while, but I went to this movie, Jerry, and I think I don't know how you felt about it. I saw the trailer for this. What was it, like almost a year ago? The trailer's been going around for a minute for this movie.
It's been a while. It's been out. It's been a long time coming. They've been pushing it for a little bit.
Tenet. Like I literally think since Tenet. Maybe I'm wrong, but all I can tell you is I went into this movie with like, man, I want this to blow me away. I want this to change how I feel about Marvel, and then I don't know what it did.
Okay.
I don't know what this movie for me would have been better if it was done by Fox.
Oh,
if it was like if this didn't exist.
I mean, Disney owns
MCU,
Fox, so
I know, but if it didn't exist in the MCU, yeah, because like I don't know.
You want
If
to
I were
erase the
give this a rate-
Eternals from the
No,
MCU
no.
already?
I would never
You heard
say that
it
because
first. You heard it here first. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
you
playing.
know me.
Go on.
I'm
Go
fine
on.
with I love good source material. I love storytelling. And this
Right.
did one thing that was really cool. It played with history in the sense of like, okay, these creatures were sent from this area to be, to be influencers on Earth and not really have anything to do with like changing history, but definitely everything to do with like making sure that that humans progress as they should. But like that was a really cool concept. But like it just fell flat. I don't know. It's like for me, it's my least favorite Marvel movie of all time. And I would rather watch Iron Man 2 again than watch that. And like Iron Man 2
is pretty good. I thought
it's pretty good, but like I can't even think of a bad MCU.
I want my bird. I want my bird.
I really can't think of a bad MCU movie. And this is like maybe Thor 1. I don't know. This is just
Thor: The Dark World is usually the one that people go to, I think. But I'm very surprised with how low your score is. Honestly,
I'll never watch it again, and that's an honest statement for me.
Oh,
I'll never watch it again. No,
I doubt that because you don't
Jerry.
know. You don't know what's coming in the rest, and that. Dude,
and I'll
you're
spoil
a Star
this
Wars.
too.
You're a Star
I'll
Wars.
spoil this
fan.
too. The post-credit scene was garbage, and the mid-credit scene was garbage. I didn't add anything for it. Literally, we got like a glorified cameo, and I was like, "This is terrible."
Well,
like this whole thing,
but he's in
this
it.
whole experience was not. Yeah, sure.
He is in. Like he is a character.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But like still, like it's just like so look, I think most people will feel the same way as I do. But I like to go to Marvel movies for the fact that it feels interconnected. And this felt so unbelievably disconnected. Okay. The only thing they mentioned was the Thanos
I won't disagree with
the trailer. That. It just felt like, and like, I don't know, the implication of the ending and like how big of a deal it is, I get that. The Celestials are a big deal. But like we got Loki over here destroying the fabric of space and time, and that's where everyone's interest is at. Okay. And let's be real, I think everyone's like Spider-Man's gonna promise some weird stuff. Multiverse of Madness is gonna promise some weird stuff. They even said Thor: Love and Thunder is gonna promise some weird stuff. Mm-hmm. So here we are now watching this movie, and it felt like just something so entirely different that I had a hard time enjoying. And that was it. That's just everyone too much crying. I'm not kidding. People cry in this movie every other scene. It's like just weeping. It's just like
I mean, check out our million view video for I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Look, that wasn't a couple hours long though. So
well, I agree with this, Patrick. I do, but like they could have done it better and not be 2 hours and 47 minutes. Like,
see, to me, it flew by. Honestly, it flew by for me. I
kept looking at Katie. I kept looking at my watch. Kept looking at Katie, and I'm like, I want to love this. They used the greatest Pink Floyd song of all time as the intro.
Yeah,
as the intro. And I was like, this is going to be amazing. And then I'm like, oh, it's got all the family drama of Guardians of the Galaxy, but none of the heart. Everyone cries every other scene.
See, because I got the family drama part, but it's not Guardians of the Galaxy for sure. It's a different dynamic. Which I mean, I understand. I know you get, but I think what worked for me. So maybe we didn't feel tied to too much of the other stuff, but I think this is like bringing up an entirely new, like this is like an entirely new aspect. We're looking at, this is the other side of the universe. This is the other threat that's happening. I tell you this, we are 100% getting Galactus in the future. I don't know when. I don't want to say the near future. I think you're going to see, this is a movie that I think will have events. The events of this movie will ripple out into the other material.
Yeah.
Because you had the quake and I'm not even sure when this takes place on the timeline and everything, but
Present day. That's all they kept saying.
present day. Well, which, maybe it was like right after they brought everyone back and things like that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, my one gripe, this is my one gripe with the film, is that they put, and this is spoilers, if you don't want to know, which, I mean, they spoiled this in the thing. Anyway, again, go away if you don't want to know anything else. I think that they gave away Icarus's turn in the trail, or his, which, I mean, a lot of people probably knew that from the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
But I, going into it blind as someone who doesn't read the comics and stuff, I knew that he had that conversation on the porch with Ajax. With Salma Hayek.
That's kind of part of it.
And so I wish that I think maybe that colors a little bit, because that was a big turning point in the film. And it's like, you guys gave us that scene a long time ago. And I understand it talks about Thanos and stuff. That's for the general audience and all that kind of stuff. But like, I mean, just like, you really kind of, I think they muffed it on that. But for one thing, talking about people who cry every 10 minutes. That's me.
Well, yeah.
Just say, but
I'm fine with crying. No.
You're
just when it's not necessary. Like when it's like literally.
Well, why wasn't it
like,
necessary?
We have sweet sex in the desert and then we cry. Like what? Like,
have you ever had sweet sex in the desert?
No, but I wouldn't cry after doing that. I'd be like, dude,
you don't know. You've never had it. You don't know. You've never had sweet sex in the desert.
Maybe I have on a beach and I still didn't cry after. It's just like everything was crying, and they're not even human. Sorry, they're not. So
that's kind of the point, though. It's
but
there's something in between. They're not. That
is kind of cool. They identify with them, but they can't interact with them. I did like the idea, and I didn't hate this movie entirely, but no, I will say I like them influencing history. I just with so many crazy things going on right now. I don't even know. I don't even know how
off your radar. Well, and like, so here's a couple things that really stuck out for me. For one thing, I honestly, I like. Oh, Kumail! I thought Kumail was fantastic.
He was hilarious.
I love Kumail being in the MCU. He fits in perfectly. I loved his right hand man. And I have the thing pulled up, but let me see here. But I just that he was like filming everything for him and all that. I love that. See, to me, the whole like, did you get that? Yes, sir. Like it was just, that was a great dynamic. I loved that. For me, as someone who grew up in church, it was very much a here are these immortal beings. It's a classic story. It's a mythic story about here are these beings who live forever.
Yeah.
And I would classify them as beings. A lot of people are like, oh, glorified robots. No, they're not. They're not glorified robots. I don't think there's something different. They are technically crafted, but
it's weird. I like that.
It's a strange. I like the weird aspects of that too. Yeah. I am excited for the potential of the characters that we got in this. I'm trying to think of the names here. I mean, to me, there was a little something of every character that I want to see them interact with other characters in the MCU. Like I'm excited to see more of the interaction and everything. There are two things in this movie that I think will make it. They made MCU history, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Our first like real like quote unquote, and I'm not trying to be crass or anything, but the sex scene that they actually had that in there, to me really as a Marvel Disney, I was like, okay, this is a choice. They put that in there, and that's again. There's like we had that like romp before Disney bought it in Iron Man 3 or Iron Man.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's been stuff, but like they don't usually usually Disney's like, we don't talk about sex and stuff. We don't want to talk about this stuff. And they were there. They showed it. And I mean, like there was a guy with his two sons, like just a couple of, like on the same row as me. And I'm just like, oh, buddy, good luck. It's fine. I mean, it's just because we, in America, we're so puritanical and stuff where it's like, oh gosh, oi. It wasn't even that bad. It was a tender scene between two people who love each other. Another thing that this had was 100% there is a same-sex couple with a child, and the representation was there. They didn't just like what they usually do, which is like,
it was good.
Wasn't it good? Wasn't it kind of refreshing?
That was really well done.
But I thought of our friends at Pink Milk and stuff, Brian Barry and them who are dads. I mean, like, it was like to see like that kind of representation, and they didn't make it like, whoa, all in your face. It was like we're really trying to ham fist this. It was, here's a family.
Yep.
And that was
the only emotional thing I was attached to the entire movie was the fact that he was like, he's like, no, you need to go. This is for your family. You want your family. You want to see your son live out his life, right? You're going to go do this. And I was like, that's the only thing that I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Everything else was okay.
Right.
It wasn't, I'm never going to trash a movie. I promise you this. No. I will never say, you need to hate this movie. It's awful, blah, blah. I'm not that person. I can just tell you, I went in with very, I don't know what expectations. The villains were pretty okay.
Honestly, so I'll say this, I don't know if there was a real villain, except it was very ambiguous, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay. And I mean, I think we're setting up the Celestials aren't the way they set them up is like they are life givers, but there's also kind of it's a yin yang kind of a thing to them. Yeah. That we find out in the film. And I don't know. I think that's the biggest thing that happened to this is that for one thing, you had the crazy seismological, like the big earthquakes and stuff.
That was pretty cool.
You had the islands appear at the end and everything, and then now we have however many people on that side of the globe seeing this being appear that is just massive and then disappearing. This is going to reverberate forever.
You're right.
And also,
but like, yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just, you would think Doctor Strange would have been aware of all these events as they happened, or
maybe he is.
You're right.
We don't get everyone's perspective in every movie. At
one point, I was very excited for something that maybe it was my brain hyping it up. They were like, well, "What are we gonna do? We need to make a hive mind or something." And they're like, "Well, we can always, make sure we, And I'm like, "Oh, do it. Bring somebody in."
Yeah.
Ask a wizard for help. They exist. I was like, they make jokes about it in the beginning of the movie, like bring it up. And then I don't know.
Well, and I mean, honestly, so what we are getting with phase 4 so far is it's a little bit of so we saved the entire universe. Yeah. We're going back to a little bit smaller stakes. Yeah. A lot of our old characters are trying to find their new place. And then we've got a lot of new people coming in and going like, oh, I guess I have a part in this story. And Shang-Chi had more to do with like the entire history of the Marvel universe. We had the 10 Rings, which has been around since Iron Man 1. Iron Man. I think with this is the first of like, this was a classic introduction movie.
You're right.
Honestly. This is just classic, like, it's like back to Marvel phase 1 or something. It's like Thor and like, well, I mean, it's even something other than that. Cause it's like, it didn't really connect to anything. It didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy. Did it really connect to anything? The first Guardians of the Galaxy? It was just a self-contained story. Was it not?
No. That's when we first saw Thanos.
Oh yeah. We did see Thanos.
Was huge. And that's the daughter of Gamora. I mean, the daughter
this is the
Gamora
first time
and
we see a
Nebula.
huge celestial. They're showing the scale of these beings.
Guardians.
I think we're building up to
we
it.
got we got that in
Galactus.
Guardians. We got that in Guardians.
A little.
Remember he stabs it and he causes the whole planet to be destroyed.
We had a head of a dead celestial and stuff. We've it's like the thing where we've heard of it.
Yeah.
Here it actually is. Whole hog.
Here's what it means.
Here's what's going on.
And I get that. It's just
so that's kind of we're overturning rocks and stuff. And
I'm glad. And look, I'm glad you enjoyed it for that reason.
Yeah.
Because I left the theater and I mean, usually a Marvel movie is a big deal. Like this is a big event. Like I honestly had been looking forward to this just as much as Podathon. Because I'm like, I wanna leave blown away. I want to be talking about this on Bombad, all excited. And it's been the very first time we've ever made content together where I am just like dogging it. Like I dog Rogue One.
Sorry.
And
I know it's not a fun feeling.
No, it's weird. It's weird. Oh.
You gotta like listen to Charlie here. If you don't like comic books, you're a fucking nerd. Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe this is just me. Well, my buddy Troy, who I saw it with, Troy Henderson, who's been on the show, he actually talked about this with Rogue One. He looked at me, he goes, I'm glad it feels like a comic book. Because like now, when you read a comic book, you're automatically in this world, no matter what it is. And like it feels like you just picked up a different stack of comic books that are part of the same story. And have very small ties to the same story. But like,
see, I think this is the beginning. Like we're wanting like threads to the back and everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just seeing Nick's like Infinity Stones and Celestials hanging out. Well, those were actually,
those are Watchers.
Actually, those were Watchers.
Watchers.
I'm a nerd. I think we're completely like, they're starting a new thread.
Yeah,
we're at the beginning.
Very
beginning of a new thing.
You're probably right. I watched it again.
That's what it is because, and again, it connects back to the Celestials.
One thing I noticed though, I have one Easter egg that I don't think anyone else on the internet's going to say this.
Okay.
When they're on Kumail's airplane flying, Empire Strikes Back is playing in the background. They show a real quick scene of it. Yeah, it's Han saying "I know," and then it cuts. It only shows it for one shot.
Oh man! See, honestly, Kingo was like one of my favorite characters in the whole thing. 'Cause I just love Kumail. I love Kumail. He's my man. I love him to pieces. I've loved him since. I mean, I'd seen him.
Everyone was beautiful. I like looking at how sexy everyone was. Sexy. I like that. But like in terms of like, some characters were amazing. Like I love Sprite. Like they did do really good character work with this one, but did it make me fall in love with the characters?
Yeah.
Not even who was the main one? What was her name? I don't even care. That's how bad it is. No.
Oh, okay. Don't you dog my girl Cersei. She found the power in herself. Oh man. Anyway.
I think differing opinions on these new Marvel is good because this universe is so dense and full. I completely agree. And this is the first time where it felt like a historical story, and like it felt weird in that way. I
loved seeing Babylon. That was really cool.
Yeah, seeing Mesopotamia and Babylon, and there was a couple other really cool places. I forget wherever the Spaniards invaded. I don't remember. It was the very last one where Angelina Jolie goes crazy. But all that being said, if I were to put this on my MCU list, like I said, it's dead last. Maybe if I watch a couple of videos, and I don't, and this is kind of how my opinion changes. If I watch enough videos on YouTube where it's like, this is why it's good, or this is why it's bad, or even videos of like, Easter eggs that you missed and things like that, maybe I'll go, oh, okay, I can see a different side of this movie. But as of right now, instant reaction, I had more fun with Prometheus, and people for some reason hate that damn movie. So like,
I love Prometheus too. Yeah.
And that was the same idea, right? Well, the history of man. Where did man come from? Let's go back. Let's go somewhere different in our universe. So like, I'm going to write that on Twitter right now. Right now.
There you go.
Live.
Well, let me see here. So you didn't like the last credit scene, which again, so we're setting up. We're back, dude. We're back to phase 1 Marvel mid-credit scenes. Honestly, that's what we're back
Yeah.
to, because I remember watching and going, "What the hell is a cosmic cube?" And so we're like,
Yeah.
"What is that dumb
Yeah.
cube thing? What in the world?" Like,
I love
back.
Prometheus.
We are back
Right.
to that. Let me ask you though, who do you think was talking to our buddy who is, I looked it up, as apparently going to become a character called the Black Knight.
Okay.
Who
That
do
could
you
tie in with
think?
Thor: Love and Thunder. Hold on, one of your Charlie says we're living in a privileged time as dorks where you can watch Eternals and go completely crazy if you're not interested. Thor 4. Well, and
On the
that's
way.
funny. Like I'm pumped for Spider-Man, of course. Who isn't? And maybe I had some expectations of some Spider-Man tie-ins, even if they were very, very brief, just very, very
Right.
brief. I just don't understand why the next movie isn't hyped as much. And I will say I like Prometheus more than I liked Alien Resurrection. I think that's the name of it. I think that is the second one.
The
No,
next
Covenant.
one, yeah, Prometheus.
Covenant.
I honestly, yeah, Covenant. Prometheus is way better than the next couple, honestly.
This is Brandon. So I feel this may have driven many away. It doesn't have characters used to. That could be part of it too. It's been a while since a character that I don't know, hasn't.
There was
up.
no one There was no one in this one. It was all new. If I remember, yeah, it's weird. It is all new characters, which is honestly like not to like. I'm not trying to dog on you or anything, or like bring it back to anything, but like that's your issue with the High Republic. It's like, well, we're not really connected to anything, but like this is stuff that is going to connect down the line. But this was to me, I'm like, we're going back to, this is phase 1 style. So we're going backwards a little bit.
We're going
but
back.
To me, I'm kind of, because like that's what we've already had. We even had the connection with Thanos' brother, Eros.
Yeah.
Which again, like it's Harry Styles in a thing. But I mean, he is of course the god of sex and love anyway. So why not have it? Why not have him play the god of love?
You said something earlier that no, what was going on?
Well, I was gonna say, like, so who do you think that voice is at the end, though, talking to the Black Knight, future Black Knight? I found an article that lists
I think it's Christian Bale.
4 potential Christian Bale. Is he like what is he supposed to be?
He's gonna be in the new Thor movie. He's gonna play the God Killer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I don't have that one. I have a list here of people of just like Screen Crush was kind of speculating.
Already on it.
1, Nick Fury, which I think is the least likely because he's with the Skrulls right now.
Yeah. He's hanging out with them.
2, and this one I'm a fan of, but I don't know if this is it. I'd be cool
Sam
with
Wilson.
it. Nope. Jeffrey Wright, the Watcher.
Oh, that'd be wild.
Which would tie it in. It could be number 3, Kang.
Now that would be dope.
And let's see. Oh, they have 5 options. So 4 was Blade. They said it could be Blade because there was like a possible comic tie-in with them once or twice.
That I would love, because that's going to be one of the Morbius trailer just came out, and that could totally hint to Blade at some point too.
Possibly.
So it's interesting.
And there's a 5th one they mentioned that I kind of, it's a completely new character we don't know, and the one they mention is Merlin, who is technically the one who made that sword.
Oh, that's true. That'd be kind of cool.
That sword has a lot of really cool magical abilities. It steals souls. Yeah. It can cut through anything like a lightsaber. It protects the user from magic, apparently. He's going to be a character in and of himself. That is,
I wish we had more time with him, except for the first 3 minutes and the last 3 minutes.
Again, phase 4, we've saved the universe. I think this is just this is the beginning of just we're back at the beginning stories.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah. So honestly, get ready for more stories like this, frankly. Until
I don't
we have
think
more
they're going to be this bad.
Agree to disagree on that, but I hope that you can watch it again sometime and enjoy it, sir.
I hope so too. I don't know.
I hope that for you.
It's been a long time since I left a movie going, literally doing this. I suppose should just start it or just let that match because he wants to feel something, anything. I just don't.
That's what it is.
I literally, I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter, and I don't like critiquing art for this reason, but like, I just didn't resonate with me.
Yeah,
It's like I went into a
wild. I feel like we watched two different movies. This is weird.
Yeah.
This is weird because I was like, oh, we're almost done. Oh, this went by so quick for me.
See, Dune.
Like I was on it. I was on it.
Dune was one of those movies that I was like, this could go on for 2 more hours, and I'd be so happy.
I think a lot of people had that gripe about it, that they were like, you could just go 30 extra minutes to finish the whole book or something.
I just want you to know this. No matter if we have different opinions, I love you. And we're still doing Podathon on Saturday.
Yeah.
We're still doing Podathon on Saturday. It's going to be amazing.
Right.
And,
see, guys,
and
this
to
is how it's
close
done.
out this idea and this discussion, just know that you can attack me on Twitter and rip me a new one. And I'm fine with
just
that.
know that you can cry as often as you want to. Don't let Scotty intimidate you. It's fine.
That's
it's okay.
True.
I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you.
I love that I can do this with you because it honestly helps me hash out how I feel about it. And if sometimes
remember when I called you after Tross?
Or less.
Remember when I called you after Tross and I was like,
oh my
God, man, help me deal with this stuff, you know?
Yep.
That's how you do it.
I'm eager to see.
It's gonna be okay.
And that's one fun thing. The next couple of days is going to be fun to watch. To watch how everything else plays out for everyone in the social spaces. You know,
yeah.
I made my tweet. Maggie Lovett and I been going back and forth this evening because I was just like, I don't know. Usually she's pretty down for the new stories and going different with stuff. You know, she's been on your show before, and her and I've talked and like,
right.
I don't know. It's weird to, you know, she hated Tross and I thought Tross was amazing. And like, here we are.
Now you guys can hate something together. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Love you both.
Look, Jerry,
I love you both.
Oh, look, got to wrap up the show and get to his Run DMC. You're right, baby.
He's got to get to his Run DMC concert. Yes.
Peter Papa Pig Pepper, how about Brad? Anyway, I got my fiance.
This is the Tony Soprano.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, no, that is what my body is telling me. Like, you're a 34-year-old man. It's bedtime. So, gonna have a stogie. I'm gonna have a stogie and a glass of scotch and go to bed. I'm just kidding. So,
tobacco on my lips.
Watch out. Yummy.
I'm gonna buy some more cigars. Look at that. Look how nasty that is.
Oh my Lord!
This damn cigar. Yeah, it shouldn't look
just
like
chewing.
This
man.
Anyway,
this man is a high roller. You are becoming a modern like gangster. You really are becoming a Tony Soprano. Like I hate. There's some kind of transformation that's happening. I don't know. You've gone into like some kind of like gabagool cocoon and come out on the other side.
It's because I've been talking to Pete so much. His Podfather influence is just like ruined me. Look at
you're
me.
like you're like cousin Vinny or something. Like
what is happening?
You serve transformed.
What's going on? What's going on,
hey. Dude, you're gonna be like, we're gonna be on the show with Joseph and Ken. You're gonna be like, forget about it. What do you know?
Fellas, La Cosa Nostra. Anyway,
please speak freely, as our boy Boba Fett might say.
Please speak. We haven't even talked about that. That dropped this week, and you and I haven't even talked about that. What is going on?
We're out of time. Sadly, we are out of time.
What is going on? Hey, guys, I'm walking this way.
Anyway. Hey, forget about it. What are you doing? You see, I'm walking here. I'm walking. Hey. That's gonna be Scotty at Celebration. Next year, like, hey, I'm walking here. Come on. Oh, you got these Eternals here? Like, get those Eternals. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Oh my gosh, it's been lit. Oh my Lord. Oh no, we've lost Scotty. I honestly don't know what's going on anymore, guys. I might have to land the plane. Here, he's back. Okay. Oh, that was an interesting noise to have him make.
This is my favorite one. No, this is the good one.
That's a good one.
No, it goes, oh no.
That sounds like you making mayonnaise noises.
That's the one I like.
Oh no! It's so good, man.
Anyway,
Well, you know what,
time for bed.
Scotty, before we turn into pumpkins, man, what should the glorious, wonderful people out there do?
You should take your fat asses and go down to Sister Caterino's. Get yourself a big old beautiful pizza pie. You heard me? Once you get that pizza pie, you don't put no ranch on it. Ranch is making me terrible, okay? So you get that piece of Mesa Carananos, and then you go, and then you make sure you tell your cousin Phoebe, and you tell your cousin Linguini that everything about it turns is terrible. Don't spend your time seeing that movie, okay? Now look, go Tigers, go Braves, stay Bombad, and tell your mother she's a whore. Forget about it.
Later.
Boom.
Peace.
I didn't put Boop back in the chat. She needs to clip it. She needs to clip it for Uncle Scotty. Okay, you heard me? You heard me, Boop? Boopity beep bop. Beep bop boop. Don't get at me like that,
Sir.
son.
Sir, excuse me, sir. This is you need to leave. The show's over.
It's
Show's over.
nothing about Phoebe. Nothing about the Saints, the Super Bowl Saints. You heard me? You heard me?
Yeah, I heard. Yes, I can. I'm right next to you. I can hear you.
Let it be known that if you come to me or you come to Eugene Miller, I got your ass. You heard me?
I'm not even sure what that means.
You saw all Bombad. If you come to me, if you come to Eugene,